there because the confidence elevates.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You must be drinking.
On the ground, Richard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Richard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey. 58, boys. 58, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jalen Richard with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. On first down, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. Oh, and now some space to operate. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. This is Richard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that's incomplete.
Newton's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Finding Gabriel, complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Richard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
All day, dog.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Newton. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Jim. Check 52.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That one good for 20. Kansas City first. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's a give to Richard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, Richard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They run the counter. Richard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now,
this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Richard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. The catch made by Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Richard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 55 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
58's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Newton being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Switch.
On second and goal. Newton escaping the pressure right. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They will go for it. Now Newton. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Watch the screen. Gun. 20.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the shutdown corner was there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shift their guys first.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Ready. 180.
On second down now, Richard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Newton flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Eddie Goldman make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Chiefs 28, Bears 10. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Richard slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On second down, Richard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the